I'm Issa.
And I'm Sam.
And welcome back to Likewise Pod.
It's about whatever we want.
And as always, last week was so fun, and again, just super excited about what's to come. And we're actually together, like, in person right now.
We're currently on a girls' trip with some of our best friends, Nat and Kenzie, and we're just, like, so excited to be recording this Friends episode for you guys. So we're just going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves to you guys.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I go to college with them, and I'm an elementary ed major.
Hi, I'm Kenzie. We're all in the same sorority, so that's fun. I'm single, so hit me up, I guess.
Yeah, we're really excited about this episode. We've been planning it for a few weeks now, or we've been looking forward to it for a few weeks. So I guess we'll get right into our roses and thorns of the week. Sam, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, so obviously my rose and most of our roses is that we're here right now on girls' trip. We haven't gotten to see each other for a while, so it's good to reunite and just kind of have fun for a couple nights. But the cabin we are staying in is literally so cute, and we got some super cute photos from it. Follow us on Instagram to see them. My thorn is that we actually had two other friends here with us, but they both had to leave early because they had other responsibilities, so they couldn't be in the episode with us, which is kind of sad. And I had a really bad migraine this morning, and that sucked. So yeah, those are mine.
Hi, it's Natalie again. I think one of my roses was definitely the girls' trip and getting out of like where I've been quarantined for the past months or whatever. So definitely a plus to get out. And Leavenworth is such a pretty city too. It's very rustic and like old European type of place. So that's nice. My thorn's probably like leaving tomorrow because then I have to go back to reality, which sucks. But yeah.
So my rose would be obviously being on girls' trip, but especially last night we all were hanging out and like living our best lives, and we just kind of had a heart-to-heart, and we all just like shared some like really personal things, and like I think it's just like we're already so close, but I always love those moments that you have with your friends where you just like share those personal deep like connections and thoughts and feelings. I think it's so like intimate, and it brings you so much closer together.
Yeah.
So I think that was my rose, and my thorn would be I was talking to this boy and he told me he just wanted to be friends.
Hey, he's not the one. So
yeah, he's not the one.
It's fine.
I was really upset about it for a couple days, but I'm so glad that this trip happened because honestly I would just be in bed depressed. So I'm much better now. I don't need boys. Men ain't so but still hit me up because I'm still single.
Yeah, so I'll kind of start with my thorn and go into my rose because like it makes more sense that way. So I'm still so tired just from driving because Sam and I actually went to Bellingham to get Nat like the day before we came. And so we spent the day up there. And then we went back down to my house, pick up some things, and then came over to Leavenworth. So that was like, I don't know, 8 hours of 6 hours of driving in 2 days. And I was just so tired. I'm still really tired, and I'm going to have to drive back home tomorrow. So I'm not looking forward to that.
Lots of Red Bull.
Yeah.
And we also had like so many things planned that we really wanted to do. But because we're all so tired, like I was actually telling them this morning or like earlier today, like I didn't realize just 2 nights here and like 1 full day here was like just that. For some reason in my head, I was like, oh, girls trip, it's going to be like 3 whole days. It's going to be so fun. Like I packed so many clothes for like so many different photo shoots, and like we were planning to go on a hike or like go to the Wenatchee River. We didn't do any of that. We had like 3 outfit changes or like 2 outfit changes or something. I don't know. And took some pictures, and I'm really excited for those. That goes into my rose of the girls trip and just seeing my friends after so long, because last time I saw these gals was mid-March when we left for spring break, and that just feels like an eternity ago. And I'm super happy to be back with them, because when you're used to living in a house with them or seeing them almost, if not every day, it's so hard not seeing them after that. And like Kenzie said, playing the game last night, like I have the game We're Not Really Strangers, and it's just a really fun and easy way to get to know people, like whether you know them super well or not. And like I love those intimate conversations and just like heart to hearts. I think they're so fun.
You like never stop learning something new about like your friends, no matter how close you are when you kind of play games like that. And I just think it always like works out really well.
Yeah, I'm excited to play again tonight.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get even deeper. But
I love it.
I just love deep talks.
Me too. I seriously, like, I just remember being a kid and, like, some of my childhood best friends, like, we would, me and my friends stayed up till, like, 5 in the morning one time just talking. And it's, like, so great. I just love those moments. They're so great.
Yeah. I actually just got a text, and it was from We're Not Really Strangers. Because, like, I'm subscribed to, like, their
They're listening
text
to you.
I know. And, like, shoot, what did it just say? It
Get
said,
this, I'm going to have an ad in an hour.
No. Give your energy wisely. And I love the reminders because, and I follow their Instagram too, I just think it's, like, just really good reminders to just kind of be the best version of yourself. And I'm gonna shamelessly self-plug my YouTube. I put a video up of me and my sister playing it. It's not, like, super deep because we didn't want to put, like, our secrets up on the internet, but it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend.
I couldn't imagine why you wouldn't want to. On the internet.
Granted, I don't have a lot of secrets, but like
I'm an open book.
Really am. Okay, so I guess we'll kind of I say that so much. That's like my transition phrase. I guess we'll do this. I guess I'll move on. So our theme this week, because we have two of our other sorority sisters and college friends, we're going to be talking a little bit about our college and sorority life experiences, literally just anything we can think of, and just kind of shedding light on our experiences, what made them good or bad.
I'll just like go ahead and start. I'll just like talk about my major. I know I've talked about this a couple times before on the pod, but I'm an apparel merchandising major, so I'm studying to work in the business side of fashion, which is super exciting. But I know I've talked on the pod before about how in high school I wanted to be an environmental science major. Like, who? Sammy B would never. So it's just kind of funny. I feel like you can think, like, even at, like, towards the end of high school, if you kind of think you know what you want to do, and, like, it's completely okay to then, like, get to college and realize that, like, that's not it. Luckily I realized before I got there, but, I don't know, I feel like you just should choose something that, like, you shouldn't just choose a major that aligns with, like, say, like, just a class you liked in high school, because that's why I wanted to do environmental science, was because I loved AP environmental science, and then I was, like, I didn't even look at what any possible jobs I could have in the future were, and then I kind of looked at it and was like, I don't want to do any of this stuff, like, I'm too, like, glitz and glam for this. And I just never knew that you could, like, work in the business side of fashion. I just thought, like, my only option was to be a designer. And I also didn't know that they had fashion programs at, like, state schools. So that's also part of why I went to WSU. But I don't know. I just feel like you got to pick something that you can actually see yourself working in the field. Because if you don't have, like, if you can't look at any of, like, the top careers coming out of getting a degree in that subject, like, you're probably not going to end up being happy in your major, and you're going to want to switch because you're not going to want to work in the field at all, which is why it's, like, perfectly fine to, like, pick things on the side to minor in. Like, I'm a women's studies minor because I love the classes, but obviously, like, I'm not, like, trying to work in, like, women's studies. Like, I mean, there's not much, like, out of that, but, you know, just pick something, like, the classes that you like and interest you, that, like, just pique your interest, maybe just minor in that, and then pick something that you can see yourself actually working in long term for your major. That's kind of how I saw it. So yeah, that was my experience with that.
I am a psychology and criminal justice major, and I'm hoping to go into forensic psychology and work for the FBI. And I chose those majors because, well, I mean, I'm going to be the typical girl and say, you know, like, Criminal Minds, Spencer Reed, but in all honesty, I've always kind of been, like, very interested in the human brain and seeing how it works and understanding that we all have similar brain structures, but they're also very different. And I think it's just very interesting. And like, I'm obsessed with serial killers, like not in a creepy way, but like they just fascinate me because like I feel bad like killing a spider, but they like kill a human being and they're like, yeah, cool. Yeah, get into it. Like, excuse me. Like, so I think you should definitely choose something that fascinates you and interests you and that you're always gonna like learn something new or never get bored, because I feel like that kind of job is such a go, 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 and it's not the same thing every day. And it's like, in middle school, I thought I was going to be a teacher. Like, that I was like, oh my God, I want to be a teacher. That's what I'm going to do. Like, but I could not see myself teaching kids all day, every day. And I don't know. I definitely think it is hard though. Like sometimes I feel like I'm not in the right major. I'm not taking the right path. Like, but I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason and everything's going to work out the way it needs to. So I don't know, I kind of convinced myself that like everything's going to work out no matter what. So I just kind of push forward and hope for the best.
Yeah, I wanted to be a fashion designer when I was little. I don't actually know why, because now I just don't feel like that would ever fit me. But I was convinced. I feel like it was because I used to live in Las Vegas and they have this place downtown, or not downtown, but on the Strip. It's called the Fashion Mall, and like they used to have, when I was like 5, I can barely remember it, but they don't have it anymore. But they used to have like this mall, and there would actually be a literal runway in the middle of the mall, and like models would just like walk and show their outfits or whatever. So I was like, oh my gosh, I totally want to be a fashion designer. That didn't happen, and it's not going to. So, and then in middle school, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I have no clue why, but I feel like the ocean fascinates me, and it still does, because it's like there's so many things we have not discovered in the ocean, which I think is crazy. I think it was like 95% of the ocean isn't like discovered yet, and I think that's just like kind of insane, because there's so much water we still have not gotten to look at.
The ocean terrifies me.
Yeah, but at the same, and then like I feel like a part of me has always been interested in doing that, but me and biology don't really get along, and that's okay, because whatever. But I'm taking oceanography next semester, which I'm excited about. But yeah, so but now I finally feel like I found what like inspired me the most, and I'm going to be an elementary ed teacher, hopefully for 3rd grade, and then I'm minoring in psychology right now, which means I could possibly be like a school counselor if I wanted to do graduate school or stuff like that. But I think for right now, I really just want to focus on teaching in the classroom and getting my student teaching over with. But a part of me always wants to be like a chiropractor too. I don't know why.
Life goal.
Yeah.
Chiropractor school.
Yeah, so we might do that after I graduate.
You practiced on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
it. It's so satisfying, like cracking backs and just, everything about it just makes me like so happy. So I might do that. I just have so many different like what I really want to do. So I'm not bored, and I know what I want to do. But yeah, so teaching has always just been kind of like, not like a safe route, but also just like, it makes sense. Like if you knew who I was, I feel like it would make sense that I would want to be a teacher. I also have a 4-year-old niece, and I'm with her like almost all day, every day. And I feel like she kind of made me want to be a teacher, because like I'm good with kids and they don't annoy me, and I feel like the world needs better teachers and more teachers. So that's the plan.
You're going to be such a good teacher. I remember, especially first semester when we were living up in Treehouse, just us two, and seeing your projects that you'd have to work on for your teaching and learning class. They were cute. I loved seeing those. I was like,
That was like my best project ever. Yeah, it was like this project where you had to like do different phrases for like teaching strategies, and you had to do it in like a creative outlet way. So I just made a big poster, and I used just different shapes, different colors, like something that's appealing to like a child's eye, which is a lot of fun because I feel like those kinds of classes, like teaching and learning classes, really help with like incorporating how to do certain tasks. Like, oh, how am I gonna do projects? Like, how am I gonna like get the class interested in like wanting to do things and how to learn, and making learning fun and not just like boring sitting at your desk all day, which I think is really, really important. So yeah, that was like one of my best projects I've ever made, and I'm sad I had to turn it in because I kind of liked it, but
that's how I feel when I make projects. I'm like, I worked so hard on it, like, can I keep it?
I was like, can I just have it back? But
No, there's that project I worked on in high school for my senior civics class, and I absolutely love and adore it. I think it was so good, and my teacher, he put it up on the wall, and I wanted to get it back, but I didn't, and I'm really sad.
Oh my God, one of my proudest moments last year in English, we had to give a final presentation, and I did like a poster, and it was perfect. And my professor was like, can I keep this and use it as an example? And I was like, you bet you can keep it and use it as an example. Like, as I put my name on there, give me my credit. Like,
Wait, actually, oh my gosh, in high school, okay, so in high school, I took calc. Big mistake on my part. I barely passed that class. Shout out Marty. Like, he finessed it. Like, honestly, all him, reason I passed. Anyways, so there was a project that we had, and we had to make, I don't know, like a 3D image sort of thing by cutting out circles. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But so my friend and I, we decided to do like a burn book sort of thing. And so we made the lips on the burn book, the 3D part of it, and it was so good, but it was so funny. And what we did is we took pictures of everyone in our class, and including our teacher, and wrote burns about everyone in there, and like made an actual book that like could open and close. And he still has it up in his classroom, and it's so funny. I'm like, wow, I've left my mark on my high school now.
I love it. Love that.
Hey, my leaving my mark in my high school was that I was on like the editing team for our yearbook, and my senior year there were a couple senior quotes that when we distributed the yearbooks, the administration did not appreciate. So we had to take any book we had not passed out yet, and we had to skip all of our classes for a whole day, and our editing team crossed the quotes that they didn't like out with Sharpie, completely redacted them. I have the OG version, obviously, but it was just funny because like I was the copy editor, so I was in charge of like fixing every grammar, spelling mistakes, making sure punctuation, all that stuff is right. And so obviously that was kind of like everything kind of went past me, but at the end of the day, it went past me before it went past like 4 other people. So like it's not my fault, but like yeah, I did that. Like, and I feel bad because then the seniors the next year didn't get to have quotes, and I was like, oop. Some of them were like really ridiculous. Like one of them, they just made us cross out because they were like, this is a Quavo lyric and it could have a meaning about drugs or something. But it literally was just like, I made the sauce and they ran with the recipe, which is like clout chasing. Like if you had an original idea and other people hopped on it and took it and got more famous than you off of it, you know?
Yeah.
with my TikToks.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. They got senior quotes again this year, so yeah, whatever.
Interesting. I made my mark in high school because we had like these painted like things in the hallway, like we painted the walls, and one of them, like it was like a high five zone, so we got to like paint all the seniors, not all the seniors, but a couple seniors got to paint their hands and then put it on the wall. So I was like, I'm gonna do that. So I got to put my hand on the wall, and now it's up there forever.
Yeah, we like do something like that, but like it goes away. But at the like very end of your junior year, they repaint over this like giant letter K that's towards like the end of like the entrance to our school, and they paint over it, and then at like the last day of school or whenever they do it, I don't even remember, you like go with everyone and you all like paint your hands and you leave your hand on it. So every year it's like all the seniors' handprints are on the K, and then they paint over it the next year. But like
yeah, no, we have a similar thing. Like we have our senior handprint wall, and okay, my year we decided to do Roman numerals for like 2018, and that was very controversial because everyone's like, it's always numbers, blah 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 blah. fun fact, it was my idea to do the Roman numerals. And it was very controversial, but at the end of the day, I'm super glad that we did something different because it's so hard, like painting the numbers or like the outline, like to make it look good. And Roman numerals super easy because it's all straight lines and like it doesn't look good. You just tape it real quick. Yeah. Anyways, and so we did that. Very controversial, and just put our handprints on. I love that. Honestly, unpopular opinion, kind of miss high school.
Bro, I was just about to say that. Oh my god. Like I'm not the kind of person that's like I peaked in high school, but like high school was fun for me. Like I was a cheerleader. I missed cheerleading at the games. And I missed assemblies. Assemblies at my school were like, we went off. Like we were crazy during assemblies.
My school was just really small, so we like never really kind of, no one really was like that. There was like not a good spirit, but like
I can't imagine Riley's assemblies.
Bro.
Where there were like 50 people.
Yeah, no. I mean, sometimes, I like to think about it, and, like, I have a lot of good memories from high school, and sometimes, like, oh, fun times, like, yeah, maybe I miss it, but I feel like, I don't know, it was, like, I had a really good, like, senior year. Like, senior year was, like, probably the best one for me, and so, like, that was cool, but, like, sometimes I'm just, like, yeah, I feel like I've just flourished and grown so much more in college, and I've made like actual like really good real friends who have like actual similar interests to me, which I was talking to Issa about that on the pod last week, just saying like none of my friends from like high school like watch YouTube, and that's the weirdest thing to me because I have been obsessed with it forever, and like none of them like knew who any like of these YouTubers were, all that stuff, and it would like always make me so sad that like we had nothing to really relate to. We were just friends because we went to school together since elementary school, and like went to a secondary school. So we were in the same school from like 7 to 12. So it was like, okay. But honestly, I like college so much more because just like the sorority and everything. And I feel like I'm just way more being me.
I like the freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really like high school a lot. Like it was fine. Like the experience was nice, but like, I feel like cheer really shaped my high school experience in both a negative and a positive way. Cheer was just sometimes hectic.
Kind of toxic.
A little bit. And we didn't have, like, the greatest coach in the world. So, but it was also a good time because I found one of, like, my best friends in high school through cheer. So, I'm not really complaining. But, yeah, I feel like I've made so much more friends in college than I've ever made in high school, but I also feel like high school, I don't know, my friends drifted away, so obviously going to college was going to change that. But like, yeah, but I liked high school though in a way because I did meet two of my best friends and we're still like really, really close, which is nice. But yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about high school sometimes, yeah.
I mean, aside from assemblies, because I loved assemblies. Like senior year, I was emceeing assemblies. Like I emceed our homecoming assembly, and that was so much fun. And I just loved assemblies. They're so great, so fun. But the biggest thing I missed from high school was just playing soccer because I grew up playing soccer. I played from the time I was 3 years old, starting at the YMCA, went all the way until I was 18 playing club soccer, and I just absolutely love and adore my team, and I miss them. And it's so funny because I still call my coach, even though she has been my coach for 2 years now. But it's so different because I could be playing intramurals at WC, but it's not the same because definitely not in the same shape I was 2 years ago. And I'm just a super competitive person. And like, intramurals like are competitive. Like some people are really competitive. I'm like, wow, okay. Because I played in one game and because that's all I could make it to, and I felt bad. I was like, wow. But it's just life is so busy, and I need to, instead of just trying to find time, I need to make time. But it's really hard when trying to make time for everything else,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
College is a busy time. Like, I did not think I would be this busy in college.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't do anything, but, like, with the sorority, with school, with, like, hanging out with friends, and, like, making time for yourself, like homework, all of this stuff, like just adds up. And I just feel like there's not enough time in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, like and that's like I wanted to dance in high school or in college. I danced in high school, but I wanted to dance in college, and like they wanted to be on their competition team. And I was like, I don't want to be on your competition team. Like I'm in college. I don't have time for this. So I don't know. I just feel like college is a really busy time for everyone.
Yeah.
I low-key have, like, a lot of free time, which is, like, really surprising. Like, I shouldn't have a lot of free time, but I really do, and I think it's because, like, my course load is honestly, like, not horrible, and with, like, my major, I don't have, like, a lot of stuff where I have, like, a lot outside of class to do. Like, I don't have, like, a lot of homework or, like, lots of reading or anything, so I have a lot of free time aside from, like, president and stuff, but I don't know, I feel like it's always really hit or miss on whether or not you're gonna be someone who's like really, really busy, or if you're going to like have so much free time. And like a lot of people think I'm really busy, and it's because I am sometimes, but like I'm not like busy because I have like too many things to do. I'm busy because I like to like be a busy bee, and I like to make myself busy to like have things to do all the time. Just because it's like I want to do those things, so I put more on my plate to be busy, but like I don't complain about it because I still have so much free time.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can go to the gym more often this next semester.
Nat and I were on a grind, and we
Because
fell
it felt
out
great,
of it.
but like that's the thing, like
And
it
you chose
felt
to
great
force me.
going.
Please force me.
Oh my god, when
Yeah.
we signed up for a spin class and only went to one of them.
But you know what? To be fair,
that hurted.
yeah,
that
the bike
hurted.
the bike was just so uncomfortable
My
and
butt
didn't even
hurt.
make me want to go.
I was bruised. It
That's
hurt
the
so bad.
point.
I said I need to bring a pillow next
Endurance.
time.
No, but like
Perseverance.
I was bruised.
No,
Bruised.
it wasn't like, oh, this like is like painful because I'm working so hard. No, sitting on the seat itself hurts so bad.
Yeah, so if you're doing it right, you're gonna be standing, which is even worse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you like alternate, you know.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
us sit.
No, I know
It's like
those
routines.
bike seats aren't known to be comfortable. It's not like, oh yeah, let's
I had
all
never-
sit here for fun.
I'd never done spin. They should make them a little bit more comfortable.
I almost bought like a $10 bike seat cushion on Amazon to bring with me to class.
Good thing you didn't.
Because we never went.
We never
Every
went.
single time.
We skipped to go to breakfast.
Yeah, I was just we
On
skipped
Friday
went to
night, we would
Zoe's.
be like, oh my god, okay, we're gonna wake up in the morning and we're gonna go to spin, and then Saturday morning would come around, and then it would be like 10 o'clock, and our class, whatever time our class was at, but like
Yeah.
an hour before our class, we said, so breakfast, and we would
Yeah,
drive
and then
go
well,
eat
then that
breakfast.
just became like a thing we all did, and then Isa came, and we just made it all like a
It was just a thing.
breakfast brunch
I,
kind of
I
thing.
infiltrated the group.
But yeah, I really hope we do get to do that, because I feel like I think we could do like go in those
Yeah.
rooms where there's nothing, and
Do that again. We did that like
Yeah.
once, and it was so fun.
it was nice though, because like no one was in there watching us, and like
I get so nervous at the gym. I'm like, please don't watch me.
the Chinook gym I don't like as much because it's smaller.
There's
but the other
always
one I liked
too
a
many
lot.
people there, and there's
There's
like
a-
never any ellipticals open.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I hate
But
ellipticals.
I don't know. I feel
I'm
like
a
when
treadmill
we,
gal.
yeah. I feel like when we went though, I thought it was like so much better for my mental health.
Yeah, no, it was good. And of course we stopped going just because we were busy with like tests and busy weeks of school, and so we kind of like fell out of it a couple weeks before midterms, and then like it was midterms, and then we all went home for spring break and never went back. So
Yeah. So
Yeah.
those are goals.
Yeah, and then there's when Nat, Sam, and I went to the. This is the one time that I was talking about when I went to the gym with you guys. We were like, oh, we'll get up early. We'll go to the gym at 7 a.m, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah, we really did plan on doing that.
Excuse me?
I mean, it wasn't like
And
that.
we were going to.
Yeah,
we really were.
We were.
But
And
then none of us got good night's sleep. Like we
yeah,
each
it
of
was
us
bad.
literally only got like 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep that next night, and we're just all like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah.
we all got up just to like see, and like I went to your guys' room, and we were all just like, absolutely,
Yeah,
not.
we're not doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
so we were
true.
fully intending to, but we just got a bad night's sleep, and I think that's what made us not.
I literally told myself and my mom, and I told everyone, I took a semester off, and then I was like, oh, when I go back, I'm gonna like focus on my mental health, and like I have a 3-hour break in between my classes. So in that 3-hour break, I'm gonna eat lunch, and I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm gonna like pack a change of clothes and all of this stuff so I can stay busy. And literally, I didn't do it once. I didn't go to the gym once. Every single day in that 3-hour break, I would go to the house, eat lunch, and then sit and talk to Sam or Emily, or like literally just sat there. I got homework done, so I was productive, but not in the way I said I was going to be.
I feel like that's an interesting, like, expectation, is that a lot of people think that their, like, mental health isn't going to suffer. They'll be like, because they'll think like, oh, I'm getting out of like maybe like a not so great environment at home, where like being at home, like my mental health is bad, so like going to college, all this freedom, it'll be better and all this stuff. And you also kind of go into it with the expectation that like none of your like relationships or friendships are going to change. And then they do, things fall through, you have like fallouts with best friends or boyfriends, things like that. Just stuff doesn't work out, and it takes a huge toll, because you're trying to deal with that, and then like heavier course loads that like you might not be used to from high school. So it's like a lot of people really think that like, oh, I'm gonna live my best life, I'm gonna thrive, but in reality I think everyone has hit the bottom.
It's so much harder than people think. Like, it's not this easy thing to do every single day, to go to the gym, do this, do that, do this, do that, you know, like sometimes you just want to lay in bed and just not do anything, because like you're so busy all the time
every day.
But some majors are like, you know, they have different like expectations outside of the classroom, so like I feel like that's harder too,
like community service,
or I gotta do 80 hours of child work or care for elementary ed majors. But like there's so many different things outside of like class time that people have to deal with, and man, it's stressful. So no, I don't want to go to the gym every single day because I'm tired.
I can't imagine like all these like bulked up freaking steroid men are like, oh, I'm gonna go work out every single day, like, and I'm like, excuse you, I don't understand, like.
I can't.
Yeah, going to the gym every single day, it's like, it's so, I mean, for people that really, really are committed,
if it's something that's already in their routine,
that they already like adapted to and already know how to do it and whatever, good for them. But like if you're just trying to just go just to like get off, you know, all the rage you have every single day, or just I don't know, like just to let go a little bit, then I feel like consistency is the key. But you know,
it's so much like
you gotta get a habit.
Which is pretty hard to do.
It's a lot of discipline, a lot of discipline, which I know I don't have a lot of, so I just need to like just do it.
I'm also really bad at like impulse. Like I have it in my head, I'll be like, I'll go to the gym today, it's gonna happen, and then someone will be like, do you want to go do this with me? And I'm like, absolutely, I'm already on my way. Like,
like, want to skip class and go to Dutch?
Let's go.
Literally,
What was it? We went to Dutch at like 2 a.m. Kenzie's at her apartment. We're like, hey, do you want to go to Dutch or Sonic with us?
Yeah. Oh my God, is that the night when I was high on NyQuil?
Yeah.
And Issa had to drive my car, and I was like passed out.
And I was like, I have my glasses, I can drive.
I took NyQuil, and then I see they put in our like group chat with all of our PC. They're like, anyone want to drive us to Sonic? I said, I'm on my way. And then I said, but I can't drive.
Yeah, Kenzie's seriously the plug with that kind of thing.
Seriously,
I
will always like. You say when I will be there.
I just like the drive to Dutch, you know? Just the whole vibe and, like, just getting Dutch in general. Yeah, it's just, like, a go-to thing we just gotta do.
And that night, like, the midnight shift was a great surprise because there was an attractive boy. And
we need to go back at that time.
I know. And I am not the brightest, right? And so I'm driving. So, of course, I'm the one being talked to, right? He's like, hey, how are you guys doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm doing fine. How are you? He's like, good. Taking our order and then kind of making small talk because, like, they're preparing drinks or, like, the line's not moving. There's no one behind us, right? And he goes, so what are you guys doing right now? And I say, oh, well, we just went to Sonic. Or we're about to go to Sonic, or because it's right across the street. And after I said, I was like, why am I so dumb? why don't like flaunt that you're going to another food place or something.
I know, I always feel so weird. Like, I'll go to Dutch and then I'm like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. I'm going to go somewhere else. And I, like, hide my Dutch cup because I could be like, oh, so you don't want to drink from McDonald's? Weird.
No, I felt so bad. I brought my Dutch cup in and was drinking my drink in Buffalo Wild Wings
Oh,
once,
yeah.
and I was like, I do not mean to do this to your establishment. I'm so sorry.
I remember that.
Oh my god. Do you remember that one time when we drove to Dutch and we were like vlogging, but it was kind of nighttime and we couldn't use any of
dark.
the footage?
It was so
because
bad.
It was so dark. And I was like, cool.
It was horrible footage.
Yeah.
I guess another question, like, what are some expectations versus reality, or like myth versus truth, or like that you found about college or about sorority life, or like anything?
Oh my god, I thought college was going to be way harder than it is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to get to college and I was going to fail out. I mean, I almost did, but... but besides the point, that's because I was crazy and I had just broken up with my boyfriend and I literally didn't do anything. All I did was, like, party and went literally insane and didn't focus on my grades, and I was in college for the wrong reasons. But my high school teachers and my middle school teachers were like, in college your professors aren't gonna care as much as we do, and like if you don't have your name on a piece of paper, they're just gonna throw it away. And like I get to college and my professors are so cool. Like, I'm friends with some of my professors. Like, I'm like, oh, what's up, Terry? Like,
They literally like text me.
yeah, they're like, yo, text me to come to my office hours, like, yeah, and it's like, and they're like funny, and like what really boggles my mind is I'm not used to professors swearing yet.
Yeah,
because in
yeah,
high
I'm
school
still
and
not.
middle school, like, that's a big no-no, and like if they say hell, like, people are like, oh my god. But like, you get to college and you have your professor and he's like, oh, those dumb and you're like, excuse me, you can't say that. Like,
Yeah, or like all my professors, especially in like my department with AMDT, like they only go by their first names. Like, no one goes by like doctor or whatever, except like we have like these two textiles people who are like, they're so like have so many like degrees, then they're like doctors that we call them like Dr. Lou and stuff like that. But 100% pretty much all of my professors have always gone by their first name. Never want a Mr. or a Mrs. or like professor, nothing. Like, they always just want you to call them by their first name. And in high school, that was like
a big no.
it was like crazy. Like, they would get mad.
They got so mad.
Like, automatically damned to hell.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, sometimes I'd just be like I had this one teacher, his name was Trek Davis. Like, how can you not say his first name? His first name was Trek. Like, obviously I'm gonna say his name. And like, I remember I walk in, I was like, what's up, Trek? And he was so cool about it. He was like, so like, he was the only like cool person in high school. And it's like, he's like, he should be a professor because he has just the same vibe and the same energy.
Yeah, no, it's so funny, like, being out of high school, and as soon as I graduated, a few of my teachers, like, friended me on Facebook, or I followed them on Instagram, and actually I followed a few of my teachers on Instagram, and they followed me before we were out of high school, and but anyways, it's so fun because I still think of these teachers as, like, just their last name. I called a lot of my teachers by just their last name. I didn't say, like,
Me
Mr. or anything.
too.
And it was so fun. And, like, my homeroom teacher, love him. Love him, love him, love him. It was the funniest thing. And so we weren't allowed to eat on the second or third floors because our school was, like, brand new. And like, when they tore down the old building, they found like rats and like rodents like in like the walls and ceilings and stuff, and like it just wasn't cute. And so we weren't allowed to eat on the second or third floors. But I would always eat food in my homeroom because I get hungry at like 10 a.m. So I eat my lunch then. So I would just eat my sandwich in the
At
homeroom.
10 a.m.?
Yeah.
And you in there eating a sandwich?
Yeah, I would. And it was so funny. So because we didn't have like, I mean, we had assigned seating in homeroom, but we stopped sitting there very quickly, and we just sat wherever we wanted. And so I started sitting with like some juniors and seniors, along with some other of my like freshman friends, and we became really good friends with them. And me and this one girl, she was 2 years older than me, so a junior when I was a freshman, senior when I was a sophomore. I remember this moment so vividly. It's so funny. So like halfway into my sophomore year, I was in homeroom, eating my sandwich, she was eating hers, and then our homeroom teacher, there's no way he didn't see us because we have our like lunches out on our tables in front of us. Like we're just pulling apart our sandwiches, eating, like having a conversation. Our teacher like comes over, talks to us a little bit, and he goes over to the other side of the room, talks to like the freshmen. He's like, you guys know you're not allowed to eat up here, right? And me and this other girl, we were just sitting there laughing. We're like, yes. It only took 1.5 years for me to wear him down. And then because he told me every time, love him, respect him so much, but I need to eat. When I need to eat, I need to eat. Like he would tell me all the time, he's like, Issa, you gotta put your food away. It's like, okay. I'd put it in my bag and then I'd like sneak bites and then, or I'd just pull it out and like rip my sandwich apart and eat it and stuff. But,
that's like, I was gonna say, in college, everyone is always just eating in class.
oh yeah.
All the
always.
time, and it's oh my gosh! That one time we were in our Psych 230 class. What did he pull out? What was it? It was like some like weird thing that I like vegetable or something, and he just pulls it like out of his bag.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but it was just like the weirdest thing. I was like, why? Like what? Like why are you eating this here? Like man, people are weird.
Andy, one time we went and got lunch before our class together, and he got Subway sandwich, and we get into class, and he's eating his whole Subway sandwich in the middle of class, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'm afraid to eat my granola bar. I feel so like loud and annoying. Like you could just hear the crunching of the wrappers, and like I just feel like I'm so noisy. And I'm like, how can you eat your whole Subway sandwich right now? Like,
Yeah.
Some people go all in, like literally all in. They'll bring their smoothie, they'll bring their like cereal. I don't even know what it is, but they'll have a 4-course meal in class. Like it's crazy.
I want to say one time I did bring like soup to class.
I want to see how far I can go.
I would
feel
not put it
like
past me to brought
you
soup to
have
class.
to like, or at least for me, like I can't be the person to start it. Like I will not eat in a class until I've already witnessed someone else do it and like no one say anything. Like I will not be the person to start eating in class. I just can't.
I don't want to be the person to get in trouble.
My anxiety could never.
Seriously. Like, I can't even show up late to class. Are you kidding me? Like, I show up late to class and I just go home.
If I'm gonna be late, I turn around.
Yep.
I don't go in.
Exactly. I did it once, and thank God my professor was collecting papers, so it was kind of chaotic, and no one really like had like the awkward like stare as you walk in the door. So that was the only time I had shown up late to class, and I swear to God, Lissa's gonna hear this and she's gonna murder me. She's like, so that's why you failed out of college.
But that's like kind of, I feel like another expectation is so many people go into it thinking like, oh, I'm gonna like really strive to do well because college is gonna be hard, and I'm never going to skip class. I'm always gonna go to class, and like because it's easy. Like, oh, I just have to go to like my 3 classes or 4 classes in a day, and like obviously school is priority, so like I should have no problem always going to class. But like there will come a point where like especially like I'm someone who gets sick all the time when I'm at school, and like you will have times where you really cannot go. Like, you do not want to go, cannot go. And, like, you know what? I have skipped class so many times. Honestly, I don't think I ever really skipped class this semester. But I skipped so many classes first semester, and I still had a 4.0. Like, if you still do the work, if you know not to just, like, skip the classes where you know you have to go to get, like, full participation points, like if you know how to work it, you know how to do it, so like it's completely okay to not go to class.
It's like not a big deal. Like some people like
they don't even notice. Don't email your teacher if you're not going to be there unless you like have to tell them.
unless like they take attendance. Like if you don't email,
they don't care.
They really do not care. Yeah, and
honestly, they won't even know that you're not there. So don't do it.
I mean, for me personally, I know that once I start skipping classes, or like once I skip one class, I'm just going to keep skipping. And so until I get to that point, like this semester I was really good about it. I went to almost all my classes for like the first half of when we were there. So like first quarter of school really. And then after that I like was not feeling well. So I skipped a class or 2. And then after that I was like, gosh darn it. Like, why'd I do that? I should not, because I was feeling fine enough to go, but I just kind of used it as an excuse. Like, I haven't skipped class yet this semester. It'll be fine. And then after that, it's just like a snowball effect sort of thing for me.
Oh, definitely. Like, I'm the worst at that. Like, if I don't go one time, I might not go the next time, and then I might not even go at all.
One time, Nat and I walked all the way to our psych class. We were about to walk into the big, like, lecture hall, and we just look at each other and we're like, what if we don't go?
Yeah.
What if we don't get a sandwich?
We literally stood there,
we
like...
just back and forth went, like, but, like, what are the odds? What if we don't go? Are we gonna go in? And then, like, we had that class with, like, 10 of our sorority sisters, and we saw some of them go in, and we literally just turned around, and we went and got, like, food instead.
Yeah. We were just, like, because the final thing that made us really leave was Sam was like, I'm really hot, though. And I said, yeah, you're right.
It was so hot. It was so hot, and Nat was hungry, so we were like, you know what?
This doesn't go together. Let's just leave. And so we did.
Like, this semester, I really struggled with, like, migraines. Like, I've gotten them before, but it was just so bad. Like, I would not be able to move. I'd have to go to urgent care and, like, get shots to make me feel better, and I would be, like, vomiting and so nauseous, and that is, like, the worst thing. But it's like, I still passed. I still got that 3.0, baby.
Yes. Okay, well, honestly, I loved this. This was so much fun. It was a really good way to kind of wrap up our girls' trip, just potting with them and having you guys get to know some of our friends a little bit better. Well, not just a little bit better, but at all.
Yeah.
Not just hearing our voices this time.
Honestly, it was kind of nice, too, because sometimes I get real tired of talking for so long sometimes, and I'm like, dang, or, like, if I forget my water, girl. But, like, so, like, having other people talking to, it's nice, and, like, just, like, oh, let everyone get a break from me. I won't keep talking about the same things every week, and then,
Yeah.
It's so funny because I was thinking the exact same thing as, like, surprise, surprise, I get tired of talking. God. Like,
well, because we usually talk for so long before we record, so.
Yeah. It's definitely a nice change because I have more of a break between when I talk. Whereas with me and Sam, we both talk for a really long time. And then the other will talk for a really long time. And then it'll just go back and forth like that. I mean, as you guys have listened, you all know. But it's a nice change of routine. And it was a lot of fun. And I'm really excited for more episodes like this.
Me too. I feel like it was good to do our first episode with guests with our really close friends because we kind of, like, it was more comfortable and we kind of got to feel it out. And that way, like, when we maybe have people we're not super good friends with on or something as a guest, like, we'll kind of know exactly how to structure it now. Like, you guys could be our gerbils.
Yeah, our guinea pigs.
Love it.
Love to hear it.
And we do have a few more guests lined up.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm so excited for them.
I'm
They're so good.
so excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but I'm excited to hear it.
No, I'm so excited. And yeah, but we will be posting on the Instagram a little bit about if any of you would potentially want to be on the pod. So just stay tuned for that.
Yeah. And if you guys are more interested I know we didn't touch a lot on sorority life and stuff like that, but if you want to hear more, Issa has her sorority diaries on YouTube. If you have not watched it, she has one episode out with Nat right now, and then there will be one with me and one with Kenzie, and she's planning so much good questions. So if you're interested in Greek life, definitely check that out.
As always, that was so much fun, and I can't wait to just spend the rest of the evening with you gals and finish out this girls' trip. And so I know I'm going to have a great night, but I hope you all do as well. It's going to be great.
Oh, thanks, Issa, and likewise to you all.
Bye.